Ooh, let's see. Check mic. Nope. Check mic. Check mic. All right, there we go. I think we're good. No, we're not. The thumbnail. I think it's kind of weird that you can't. Well, I don't know how to like make a thumbnail. It looks like it already has the one from yesterday. Okay, that's good. Let's do some Dark Souls Pyromancer. That is loud as all hell. This one. We played for 4 hours yesterday. That's quite a bit. All right, the gutter. We probably want the Black Witch's armor, so we got the penal cuffs. This time, I think, you know what? Projectiles here in the gutter are pretty good. So we are gonna trade out a few things. Lingering... Flame Swathe. Flame Swathe is good too, actually, yes. Fire Whip could be useful. Combustions could be useful. Just like go full Pyromancy, I guess. We can do that. Or this one. Yeah, okay, we'll use Firestorm. And then Flame Swathe for that extra damage. Targeted extra damage. And I need to put on my thing on my other hand. Although, I mean, this axe is pretty good. It is pretty good. Not gonna lie. We don't really need it, but whatever. Boom. Oh yeah, yesterday I noticed the game audio was pretty low. Game options. We'll turn everything up slightly. And hopefully that's a little bit better. Yeah, because you could barely hear the game audio yesterday, that was not good. Not good at all. I've said this before, but the penal cuffs, man, I really dislike them. It's just a piece of wood. And it's only on one of your hands. It's so unsymmetric and unsatisfying to look at. Here we get the second Pyromancy Flame. Not bad. Well, not the second one, sorry. The dark one. Which I don't think is really... There's not a lot of use for it, if I'm not mistaken. I actually one time got it like fully hollowed and tested the difference between the pyro flames. There didn't seem to be a big one. between the normal one and the one you have to have half your health reduced. What's up, Rusty? What's going on, man? This axe is a very, very easy mode in this game. Usually I don't do this because I haven't died to this point, but doesn't really matter now, does it? Hey, Doc, or Da 4K. Risk, yeah. Usually I don't take a risk like that, but actually I'm supposed to do this way first. Oh, look at him! Look at him go! God damn! Alright, line him up, team. Ow, bastard! I want their patterns. If I'm gonna take this stuff into New Game Plus, whatever, then that could be pretty useful. Oh my lord, that jump was so bad. Pyro actually really good in Dark Souls 2, better than Miracles, sadly. Yes, we were talking about that yesterday. Let's just do this for the heck of it. Actually, maybe we even get some... I killed one. Are you kidding me? We were talking about that yesterday, yeah. Pyromancer is definitely better. I heard that in Dark Souls 1, like it's even better. It's like nearly broken in that game, apparently, according to some people. We didn't get a chance of trying that in that game though. But Miracle's unfortunately not too great. We might do a build with Miracles only as well though, just for fun. Maybe we do all of the things. We'll see how long I want to do this for. Oh yeah, okay, I'm online this time. Yesterday I forgot that I wasn't, and that was a little bit of a pain. Oops. Miracle spells are the hardest to get. You agree? Yes, I do. That's part of the reason. That's not the only reason, but it's part of it. Yes. Yes, but I think miracles are a lot better in DS1. Like you can literally breathe the whole game with sunlight spears. Breeze the whole game, probably. Yeah, I think you could do that in Dark Souls 2, and that's the reason they were patched. Because sunlight spears now, not sunlight spears. Wait, with sunlight spears. Don't you mean lightning spears in Dark Souls 1? You could do that with lightning spears, or beat. You could do that with lightning spears in this game before. Where is this woman? Are you coming? Oh, she's up there now. But yeah, you're right. Maybe, probably. We didn't get to check out any of the spells or whatever in Dark Souls 1. I was just pretty much a melee fighter. I can't believe she went up there. Damn it, Greg. In this game, you can do that with Dark. Dark Orb is one of the better things in this game. This is not ideal to fight her up here. Oh boy. Do we have a shield? We don't. Yeah, we do. What the hell? Assuming I can parry that though, we'll see. God, they're so awkward. Axes are so awkward to parry. Backstab. She tried to backstep out of it. She actually can give you a axe, upgraded axe. I think it's +5 or something. Watch your words or it's demonetized time. Me? Why? Did I say something? But yeah, back to miracles and whatnot. Oh, women? Oh, come on. Yeah, I should be able to say the word women, man. Yeah, you get them very late in this game, but even if you didn't, the uses, something like lightning spears do not compete with dark orb in terms of how many uses you get for them. And the craziest thing is, they don't even do that much more damage. They do comparable damage to dark orbs, the lightning spears. It's absolutely insane that this game nerfed miracles into the ground. One of those guys just fell off. Brilliant. Let me just see if I already got the patterns. No. To be honest, dark spells are pretty good. Pretty good. I'd say they're probably not my favorite, but I think they're probably the best class for PvE. So if you could only choose the best class for making your way through the game, it'd be hexes. And you know, 80% of that reason for that is because of dark orb. You mean broken? Yeah, exactly. Good is one thing, broken is completely different. You can get 20 in, 20 faith, get this hood. Actually, I think you need 22 intelligence to wield the Staff of Wisdom, but you can get it really early. Kill the pursuers in the Lost Bastille, which gives you additional Twinkling Titanite, and then upgrade the Sunset Staff that you get from Falcon for free. Buy the copies of Hex from him, Dark Orb from him. Buy the ones from Strayed, as well as other things from Strayed. And there you go. You now have an insane build. Like, enemies, there aren't really enough enemies in Dark Souls 2 to survive all of the onslaught of dark orbs that you can potentially have on your character very early on. The only thing that compares is sorceries, right? But sorceries do less damage and they have less uses. You know, I have Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Heavy Soul Arrow. I don't know all the names, and Great, yeah, something like that. There's like 3 different ones, but Dark Orb does as much damage as pretty much the heaviest of the Soul Arrows. And I think it has a lot more uses. It's kind of funny how they didn't nerf Dark Orbs. They are so broken. They're also the best for like depleting enemies of stamina. However, I don't think the enemies, you know, actually lose their stamina. They just lose the ability to power attack perhaps, or run. But enemies can't really get out of stamina in this game. Dark Orb guard breaks very well, depletes stamina very well, staggers very well, and has one of the most casts in the game. Me farming the Giant Lord with Dark build, for example, yeah, that's a good way. The Crypt Black Sword with Resonant Weapon. Haha. The only thing that sorceries are better is the tracking. Hexes you can... Oh yeah, that's right. That is correct. Dark Orbs don't track very well, and they don't have as much range as... You're right about that. But I mean, I'll take it for like significantly more damage and significantly higher uses. So in PvP, Dark Orbs can be a little bit more... You have to be a little bit more strategic with them. However, if people are spamming Dark Orbs and they actually catch you with some, whew, in PvP, they take a lot of stamina away. Hexes take a lot of stamina away. But if I'm not mistaken, lightning spears don't track very well either, do they? And neither do fireballs. So technically sorceries is the best tracking projectile out of the magical schools. Usually I play PvE, so I don't really have to focus on the tracking. That's more important when you do PvP though. Check the audio. Check the audio. Good. Whoa. Jesus. I was close. Great Soul Spear, half of dark spells. Funny enough, I was just farming sunlight metals, which was a pain. I spent like 1 hour for 4 of them. And yeah, if you have any advice for it, thanks. The only 2 ways that I know how to farm sunlight spears, if you want to do it online, you need to go somewhere where people PvP a lot. The Smelter Demon is a good one. Put your soapstone on the Iron Keep Bridge. Hello everybody, what's going on? I don't know, some popular bosses, maybe the Sentinels, maybe in the Forest of Fallen Giants, although that may be a little bit too early. Yeah, I need to look at the bonfires to see which ones are pretty popular. But yeah, put your sign if you want to do online, or you could farm the Falconers. You know that bonfire called Ruin Fork Road? That one that takes you to Dragon the Castle or Aldia's Keep? There are 4 or 5 Falconers there. You can farm those guys. And you can use rusted coins and armor equipment because they drop sunlight blades. Sunlight blades, what am I saying? Sunlight metals. But the higher your New Game Plus, the more luck you have. So if you're planning to go to New Game Plus anyways, you could do that. You could, for example, go to New Game Plus first and then farm. You'll have a higher chance of getting stuff. I heard that farming sunlight metals are easy when being summoned for looking... Yeah, okay, maybe Looking Glass Knight, yeah. That's a mandatory boss too. People have to do them. So that could... And the run up to the boss isn't very large. So you're not exactly wasting a lot of time like you could be with the Smelter Demon. So yeah, that, for example, that's a very good suggestion. Atamanuk. Yeah, I only play PvE, but the issue is Falconers are a pain in NG+, and I was farming in the first bonfire for the spider boss fight. Okay. I know those enemies can be pretty annoying. Running attacks is sort of their weakness. What you can do, you can use a lance. If you can use any lance one-handed, do the running attack. One-hand your lance, lock onto them or sprint at them, then lock on, and then do the running attack. And then follow that up with as many attacks as it takes to kill them. Because I agree, Falconers can be really annoying. If you don't one-combo them, they start blocking and backing up and using arrows, and it's just a pain in the absolute behind. Lances are very underrated, yes. I think they are a very good class of weapons against specific fights, or in specific fights. But people definitely don't use them enough. But the thing is, if you use them incorrectly too, you could potentially struggle. So that's why lances are people are a little bit scared of them, I guess. By the way, Sunsword from Sun Covenant, is it any good? It's one of the better straight swords. And if you want lightning spears, you have to go to the sun sword anyways. It's the Parma first, right? The shield, then at 10, I believe, then the sword at 20, and then the sunlight spears at 30. If I'm not mistaken, that's the order. So you have to get the sun sword anyways. It's an AA, you know, so it does a lot of damage. AA scaling, I think, or maybe BB actually. Maybe it gets changed to BB, I think. Hopefully I don't die here. Go. But yeah. It is grindy though. There's no getting around that. It is very grindy to do. Oh my god. Can we rest now? I think so. Look at that guy with 2 morning stars. Yes, I'm going for the sunlight spear, just trying to get every miracle because I plan to get to Nugent Plus. Oh, so you do, huh? Well, I mean, if it's not a rush, if that's not part of your build, I suggest getting into New Game Plus 4 or 5 before even bothering to farm the Falconers then, if you're not rushing for it. Because it's just gonna, I mean, if you go in there anyways, it's gonna frustrate you quite a bit when you don't get the damn sunlight things very often. And when you're farming the Falconers, you could equip the feather, the aged feather, kill the last Falconer, which is pretty far away, and then just age feather back to the bonfire, or maybe running back to the bonfire is quicker. You need to figure out which way, which thing is quicker. When you play a lot of RuneScape, man, you gather a few farming tricks. Everything in RuneScape is, you know, you have to be as efficient as possible to do anything. I've definitely done a lot of farming. When I was making my guide videos, I had to do a lot of farming for things. So that was my strategy, essentially. I went into like high NG pluses, and as I was making my way through the NG pluses, I got a lot of things just by playing through the game normally, right? Sorcery is better than Pyro. I think Pyro destroys Burned Ivory King DLC, but Sorcery also got CC spam. CSS spam. I don't know what CSS spam is, but isn't the Ivory King very, very strong to all the elements? His Pyromancer is good against him, you reckon? By the way, don't forget that Outcry Pyro is pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But I think the one I usually use is Fire Tempest. The second worst one. So there's Firestorm, Fire Tempest. Oh my god, what is the other one? Lava? I don't even remember this game anymore. What an amateur. Why do you take advice from me? You guys should go play Pokemon Go instead. Oh, Crystal Soul Spear spam. Yeah, but you have to farm the spider for a long time, but that's correct. Crystal Soul Spear is very good. Is this guy coming after me? No, I was just seeing my own shadow. Is it Chaos Storm? I think it's Chaos Storm. Double Ultra Greatsword destroys magic builds. Double Ultra Greatswords destroyed magic builds. Why do you say that? I mean, they're not really related though, are they? One is like strength, the other one is caster. Oh, I see. CSS is Crystal Soul Spear. Now I got it when you said it. I'm a bit slow here. No, whoa. No, it's V. Slow, he will spam you to death. Oh, it's too slow. No. Oh. I did rest at a bonfire, so I got my stuff back. Hopefully I've done everything correctly and I haven't forgotten any of the things. I got a lot of throwing knives in PvP. Yeah, I got a lot of throwing knives. But I don't have a lot of health. That's a big issue. I often have debates with people or not debates, but a lot of people say that stamina is more important than health. Because in some of my guide videos, I've suggested to put points into health instead of stamina. I still think stamina is, health is more important. By the way, but of course this build doesn't have anything to do with that. How does the same enemy take your whole health? Wait. How do these enemies take your whole health by using broken straight swords? It's a bit, I think their damage is inflated. The quote-unquote excuse of the game is that these enemies are using dark on their weapon, but dark only gives you 50 points extra damage. So it's because they have dark on their weapon, but it still doesn't make a lot of sense. But yeah, these enemies have broken straight swords with dark on them. I don't think that breaks it, but fire orbs will, right? Nah, get a spell parry shield. It doesn't look like... Oh no, I lit the scouts without meaning to. Damn it, Greg, I was supposed to light the other ones up here first. Alright, we'll light this one here last. Or actually no, because the last one we're gonna light is relatively close to the ground. I think it's that one up there. So it'll be this one, and we'll put on the kitty cat. Oops. So we can quickly drop down and have an advantage. Nope, I forgot a scounts. Yep, typical me. Now this is just gonna make it significantly more difficult. Oh boy. We're gonna have to go through the gutter again, sort of. Yeah, reading the chats definitely distracts you a little bit. By the way, do you think dual wield is great than dual? I don't think dual wielding in this game in general is very good. Between all I actually, during my high NG plus run, I tended to dual wield club spore. No, I'm not sure why. I think it was just because... Actually, I don't know why. I found it satisfying to just smack things with clubs. But I've heard that ultra great swords, like the great sword essentially, the one you find in No Man's Worth, I've heard that those weapons are very good to power stance, and they are some of the better damaging weapons in the game, I guess. Or like one of the better power stance combinations. Oh boy, we are so screwed, man. And for example, two large clubs, the wooden one, not the wooden one, the one that looks like a tree, they only weigh 24 units, which is the same as one ultra greatsword. So that's also something to think about when you power stance greatswords. This greatsword right here, you see on the bonfire, weighs 22 units. So one of them is like super heavy. I'm actually dual wielding katanas. The manslayer from your katana videos advice. Yeah, dude, that is actually a good dual wielding weapon. Weapons that have an additional like way of dealing damage. For example, that one with poison. Two manslayers is very strong, because not only do you have katanas that are on the level of uchi katana damage, which is good. Both of them have 150 counter damage, all that stuff, but you get the poison on top of it as well. So dual wield manslayers is exceptional. I actually used that as well quite a bit when I was keep going back to that, when I was making my way through the game at high NG pluses, because when you're fighting the guardian dragons or some of those enemies with like 3,000, 5,000 health bars, the pursuers, the dragon riders, all those guys, the manslayer eats them up. By the way, oh, and another thing, last thing, poison, it doesn't matter whether you're one-handing or two-handing. So that's why you want to have one weapon in each hand when you're doing a poison build or a bleed build, essentially. I don't know, but I really enjoy dual wield majestic greatswords. That one I've never tried, but it seems pretty cool. I'm a psycho, yeah, that one seems pretty cool. That one I did light, those three I lit. Is it the one up there? No. Maybe it's the one someone close to the zip line. Oh yeah, poison. This one I did light. Hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm searching for one final sconce. One of those light sources. Apparently I forgot one. Or maybe, wait, no. Maybe I didn't. Maybe you have to be at the bottom. And no. She does spawn. She does spawn. So I did forget one, I'm pretty sure. But I can't think which one. There are two there. One at the bottom, one there. Yeah, one up there. I usually forget one of these two. That's pretty common. One of these two up here. Oh, damn. Everything burns. Maybe the one next to the Estes flash shard. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. But no, you see that? It's the one up high. I did get that one. Majestic Grace moveset changes at each hand. Yes, you should use it in your left hand. The circle, the one... Yeah, that one up there, I've forgotten. That one up there, I've forgotten as well. I just walked off an edge. They kinda think for PvP, man. They kinda trick for PvP. Alright, let's make a little... let's just make our... I'm just gonna run here and see which one I missed. Do the path all over again, essentially. Although I'm risking 24k souls right now. Let's see, we got that one. I use him in NG plus too, by the way. Reason I like clubs more as ultra aggressive because they knock enemies down. The reason I like clubs more than ultra great swords. Yeah, but ultra great swords can like fling them over edges and stuff, which is pretty funny. Although some enemies, that doesn't happen to them. But yeah, I understand that. I did say that the pancake attack is very, very good. Gravity ultimate boss fight. Yeah, gravity is always a pain in the butt. Is there one up here? No. Please let me pass. The one back here. No, got this one too. Got this one too. And that one back there. Especially if you're trying to get the illusory rings. Oh, you're talking about knocking enemies down? Doing a no death run? Yeah, that is correct. But I think the easiest way to do a no death run is to try... Just use a rapier, something that does a lot of damage, and just do as few bosses as possible. Beat the run 4 times, and there you go. You're already very, very close to, or much, much closer to completing the run. The one where you sip across here, that's the one I didn't light. There you go. Let's heal, or heal, whatever. And then we're gonna put on the cat ring. Do I have that? Yes, I do. 1 soul gem, and try to make this jump. We are moving mad, boys. Ouch. So quick. Alright, let's I'm gonna have to take out these enemies on the way down, because otherwise they're gonna overwhelm me to an absurd degree. I think when I start going down here, that's when the invader is gonna trigger, which is pretty bad. But I could use my hardcore parkour skills. You guys know about those, right? There we go, Melinda the Butcher. I can use my hardcore parkour skills to keep her at bay if I get overwhelmed. Don't worry about it. They usually... Okay, she's number 2 here. Okay. The hell was that? Do that again. See if I can perpetually keep her stunned. There we go. Now you leave a long comment while I'm fighting the devil himself. 3, 2, 1, go. Man, I actually was farming the Giant Lord and Chaos Blade Infusion with Dark. And with a Dark buff dealing 999 a single hit. It's 46. Damn. No, that's fine. I'm just messing with you guys. I never bothered farming that guy. You want to know something pretty annoying that kind of triggered me a little bit? When I was making those guide videos, I actually lost 10 million souls. When I was making my way through the NG pluses and doing all that sort of stuff, I ended up losing 10 million souls because I died twice, essentially. 10 million, bro. I was so salty. Now, it didn't really matter that much because my character was super high level, all that stuff. I think I could have gotten 10, 11 levels out of it, or 7 or 8 levels out of it, something like that. Imposter. Brilliant. This is a player. I'm gonna light this bonfire in case I die. But basically, I wanted for the videos, since I'd collected so many souls, I wanted to, when I was making a video, I wanted the soul count to be high, as like, you know, it's more fun for people to see a big number, I guess. Do we need the torch? Not really. We don't really need the cat ring either. Let's try this. Just like you, Dank. There you are. Oh, I didn't have stamina. Yo, what is that? Did you hear that? That could be, imagine if that's... Imagine if that's Climax. Are you kidding me, bro? And he just one bombs. No, it's not. It's like dark something. What the hell is that? Force, that's fine. Oh, using this smoke as a mask. Damn. Should we heal like a coward? Of course we should. I don't have any... Dude, my stamina is trash, bro. That's brilliant. The spacing, bro. The Conor McGregor 1-2 reach advance. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was very lucky. Yeah, something like Resonant Soul. That's why stamina is better than health. In PvP, yes, maybe. Or I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that. Think about this. You can have a character. I don't know if he can be poisoned. Maybe. He's a human, so he should be able to. I know Forlorn cannot. If you have a character that has 20 health, but 40 stamina, is that better than having a character that has 20 stamina, but 40 health? I would argue that the 40 health is better. Overall for most players. Yes, if you are super good at the game, you barely ever get hit, you're doing some sort of like boss fight where, you know, the stamina obviously is the damage that you do because you need more stamina to do more damage, fine. But then you're so good you don't really need health to begin with. If you're the average dude, the average Joe Schmo, then I think that stamina is more... that health is better. Personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Crucify me. We should buy force against these statues. We need to buy that from what's her face. Welcome, Rajan. Bank Hodia. I have 150 on this game, so I'm kind of good, I guess. Wicked man. I always panic roll. Let's see. That was a close fight though. He had a pretty solid build there. Rolling this game is sad. Is sad, unlike DS1. Oh yeah, I found a shard too. I thought it was bleed dagger. Was I getting a bleed build-up? I think the dagger was infused with dark. But I don't know if he was actually doing bleed build-up to me. Attunement strength, dex, ADP. We'll get a little bit of health and a little bit of stamina. I usually upgrade them in conjunction, health and stamina, together very closely. Cause I need stamina because I'm pretty familiar with the game. But if I was to, I believe when I did my no death run, I think I then did it. I prioritize health a little bit. Butu wufu wuta. Makes sense. I see what you said there. I'm kidding, I didn't. Let's see. Let's go here. Poison for the giants. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. We can actually equip that right now. We don't really need this one. We don't really need this one. We'll use both poison and toxic so that we can double stack whatever. And then we should be gravy. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. I see. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. That's funny. That was a meme for a long time. This, yeah, you know, on the internet. A bottle of water. A bottle of water. Oh wait, I don't have the guys, why don't I have that? Excuse me? Is it in my inventory? I refuse to believe that I didn't pick that up. You mad. Or you can kill one and quit to get the key. Oh, you can do that. Oh wow, that's a bit okay. Chime, yeah, I knew I picked it up. I'm not that much of a noob, come on. Boom. He actually had this miracle as well. The Invader Dragon Greatsword is a hard weapon to get. You think the Greatsword is the hardest? Oh yeah, because you need all the scales. I would... yeah, it's one of... I mean, the Sunlight Blade is pretty much the same thing. You need 30... No, you need 20 of those. Yeah, that's right. But to get dragon scales, you can farm them from the Dragon Bros, and farming the Dragon Bros is very difficult, you're right. They are an absolute pain in the behind. And they, you know, you're forced to fight so many at the same time, so I can see that. Imagine having Alfred not knowing the force can break these things. Oh, really? Run before I die. You think we're gonna make it, guys? Oh, I did have Estes, but I was just playing it close to the vest. Years. Imagine if NG doesn't stop at 7. Yeah, that would just make everything one-shot you at a certain point. That'd be pretty crazy. Oh, hopefully this is a chunk. Large, tiny, not too bad. Force is a great miracle. You can also use it to the pillars, the pillar key, whatever, in the DLC. You can use it for that. I believe I made a video talking about how to get through this area relatively easily, and I used Force, or I mentioned it at least. Lucatil. That ring is not very good, but whatever. We'll get it anyways. Probably the best DS2 channel. You think so? Well, that's nice of you to say. Me who used 60 bonfire aesthetic at Giant Lord bonfire. Yep, everybody farms that guy. I swear, man. I hate farming him. He's so boring. But you actually... You actually get one back every single time, don't you? That's why that boss is so efficient to farm. Because you get one ascetic back. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I never mute my mic. Well, there's two reasons. One, I forget to unmute sometimes. And two, I find it funny. I think it's funny when, you know, to listen to dad sneezes. So it's a guilty pleasure of mine, but obviously I turn my head completely though, so you know, I should not be blowing you guys' eardrums. I think this guy's gonna invade here. I don't have flame weapon. Oh, we could have used flame swath, but okay, whatever. Come on, stop gesturing. Holy smokes, that is not enough. That parry was a microsecond too. Well, if I did it a little bit slower, I would have missed. There we go. Any guide videos for Tomb of Giants? You're talking about Dark Souls 1? Please no. Please no. I'm not good at Dark Souls 1. That would be a complete waste of everybody's time. It would be a robbery. Yeah. Alright, so we have Toxic Mist. Let's go use our toxic masculinity on these giants. Let's take care of this guy first. I think the skeleton dogs are worst thing in Tomb of Giants. Yeah, those guys are treason. I remember those guys. Jeez Louise. We should probably... do this so you guys can see worth the damn. And then back to this in the right hand. With Toxic, these guys should be very easy. Or with both, I should say, with Toxic and Poison. Alright, bait him to attack. Roll even if you think you're out of the range, because you most likely are not. They have the most redonkulous phantom range ever. Who was better NPCs, DS1 or DS2? It's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about the NPCs in DS1. By the way, I never use axes. What is your opinion about them? Like this one? Oh, bro, if you never use axes like this, like hand axes, One of the best weapons in the game. This one and the battle axe, they're pretty much identical. Literally top 5 best weapons in the whole game. PvP, PvE, period. Period question mark, okay? Hashtag period question mark. Not question mark. What's the other one? Apostrophe? No. I don't remember the name. But yeah, these... I said it in the previous stream. Axes are pretty decent, he says. Oh, in DS1? Oh, in DS1, I don't know if axes are good or not. But in Dark Souls 2, they're excellent. They have good stagger potential and a very quick moveset. In PvP, they are actually some of the most difficult weapons to fight against. Because they do so much damage for their speed. I like better katanas, I'm being a huge fan of them. Yeah, that's right. Wait, like better than katanas. Right now I'm being a huge fan of them. Let's buff before we fight the Rotten. Claymore is good on every game. I actually think the Claymore is probably better in DS1. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think the Claymore is very good in this game. The Claymore just does way too little damage. I remember the first time, because I watched people play this game, guides and stuff. This was, when I started playing Dark Souls 2. And they were always talking about the Claymore in Dark Souls 1. And it was a good weapon in Dark Souls 1. So I couldn't wait to get the Claymore in this game. Oh, goodbye, Rusty. I couldn't wait to get the Claymore in this game. When I finally got it and I was like, this isn't that strong. I watched the statistics, it's not that great. Then I fully upgraded it and I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't do a lot, there's nothing special about it. And then I got the Bastard Sword to the same level, and guess what I figured out? Because the counter damage of the Bastard Sword is higher, the Bastard Sword actually does more damage than the Claymore. A weapon you can find in the Forest of Fallen Giants does more damage than the Claymore. It's ridiculous. Now the Claymore has a better moveset, so that's something worth mentioning. However, one-handed R1s are pretty much the same. Oh, close. Man, Macduff is OP. All his weapons are OP. Macduff, don't you mean Lenigrast? If you mean Lenigrast, I agree. Oh, you want? I'm not sure if I have enough time for that. I don't even know which hand I have mostly hit. I think it's his cleaver hand. Oh, there we go. There you go. Now I get a Pharaoh's Lockstone too. And he tries to hit me with his stomp. You absolute buffoon. Oh boy. Oh no. I got greedy. Alright. This one over here. Yeah, an additional Lockstone is not horrible. Macduff is OP, all his weapons. I don't know if I like Macduff's weapons as much as Lenigrast. Let's see, what does he have? He has the Uchi Katana, which is really good, but the Great Axe that he sells is not particularly good. I think he sells some sort of scythe or something, which is again not particularly good. It's not like exceptional. He obviously has the crossbow, a shield. I need to look at his weapons again. We can get Havels now, or we can get the key to the DLC. I think we'll go back to Majula and get the key to the DLC. But Lenigrast. Oh, the Craftsman's Hammer, that's right. That is right. Doesn't technically sell that one, but you're right. That weapon is very strong. I would say the best strike weapon in the game. One of the best weapons in the game for PvE. Well, both for PvE and PvP, but the thing about PvP is like, you're never really gonna beat someone with a rapier when you have a Craftsman's Hammer, right? Yeah, they both are OP. Those blacksmiths are amazing. Where did I think about going? Oh, down the well. Where's my cat ring? Oh, I thought I didn't have it. Wee zoom. Wait, oh, I almost died. Who keeps sending me Snapchat? Better be a hot girl, I'm telling you. I'm not doing this. By the way, man, what is the best weapon for high NG pluses? Well, I do think that the Manslayer is a very good option, for example, because of the poison. The Ice Rapier is a good option, combined with the Leo Ring. The Red Rust Twin Blade, that's another excellent weapon. Obviously, you know, a great sword, a great hammer, a good one of the good ones. This axe here could work fine too. Usually for high NG pluses, I recommend something that staggers quite a bit, so an ultra great weapon type of idea, because when you're in the DLCs or you're fighting enemies, Zweihander is decent. Chaos Blade, but the problem with Chaos Blade is that it constantly deals damage to you. However, a very good, you can combine the Chaos Blade with did I not get that ring actually? Let me just see. You know the Ring of the Evil Eye? No, I haven't. That's a good thing you mentioned. Or you this ring right here. Whoa. This ring, every time you kill an enemy, you get a little bit of health back. So combining that ring with the Chaos Blade makes it significantly better, yeah. Because the Chaos Blade takes 50 health, this ring gives you 50 health every time you kill the enemy. So if it takes you more than one hit to kill the enemy, you're obviously losing a little bit of health. But it's still slower than it would be otherwise. We got 11 people watching now. Peak boost. Remember to leave a like, guys. Remember. We've been stuck on 3 forever. Man, I know, but when boss fight, yeah, you could save it for boss. Oh, it doesn't work. But when fight bosses, yeah, when you fight bosses, it's not very good. That is correct, because especially in high NG pluses. So you could use it to get to the boss, and then switch to something else. I think I said sorceries yesterday. It goes sorceries, pyromancies, hexes, and miracles in that order. Probably, yeah. However, you have to remember that when you use pyromancies, you can also use hexes. So if you're good with pyromancies, you're also good with hexes, which means you have 2 classes to choose from. And the Black Witch's Staff is an excellent, is one of the best, or one of my favorite staffs in the game. Because the Black Witch's Staff can cast everything except pyromancies. So if you're a hexer / pyromancer, you can use the Black Witch's Staff to cast your hexes. You have 20/20 int and faith, so you're good with both. Yeah, it's a great combination. Pyro hexer is a great combination. If you're good in hexes, you are good in every class. Hexes are amazing. Yes. Any seeds? We have 1. What is our hand? 7. Okay. I think we need to go to the woods and get some stuff. Well, we can level up actually. No, we'll leave a few souls in case we need them from emergencies. Boom, boom, boom. I don't really know. I think the next level of attunement is pretty high. Yeah, but if I give her gloves, it's gonna remove something else from her. So I have to give her everything at once. But okay, we'll give her gloves in a second here. We'll see if we have any leftovers. Any leftovers garbage we don't need. Actually, all of these, we can give her these. So you prefer the gloves instead of the helmet, huh? We'll see though, if he removes her helmet. Give equipment. I've seen some people cover everything. Cover only her face and nothing else. Just gloves, okay. So like that, there we go. She better be happy. I don't tend to use hexes which cost souls and also bows, etc. So that's don't increase my soul memory. I really despite soul memory mechanics. Oh, you do, huh? You do have that ring though that straight sells. But I agree. Yeah, you see that removes her helmet. Oh, it actually only gives her one glove too. It's as little as possible, man. Jesus Christ. We need to farm those dark sorceresses or whatever. Their clothes is really good on her. But I don't ever tend to use resonant weapon, great resonant soul, anything like that. Dark orb is so good. Even in the high NG pluses, you don't really need to spend souls. Usually those soul costing spells are used in PvP, because then your build is complete and you don't really care. Bet she's happy with it. Yeah, she better be. She ain't getting any more, let me tell you. Oh, the Ring of Whispers. It actually gives you a fragrant branch of yore, and later it gives you the ring. Damn it, Greg. See, I told you we needed to save up on those souls. How many is that? I think it's 5,800. That's not enough. Wait, don't use the wrong soul here. 4,000. No, we may not have enough here. 200 left. I think it's 5,800. I could be wrong, but do you have a branch for that guy? We should, now that we wandered into the gutter. So kill him after you get your branch. I have 2 now. Are you sure the ring isn't 5,008 from the cat? The Ring of Whispers. I have a sneaky suspicion it's 5,008. We've done a few things in this area before. Don't? Why not? 5k something, I don't remember. Yeah. Well, I do, I'm pretty sure. Listen, I never make mistakes. My sister sent me a Snapchat. She's on a cabin. She's on a cabin. We're going to that cabin for like a ski trip in April. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm telling you, axes are absurd, dude. Absurd, and it's +7. It's not even fully upgraded yet. 5,800, yes. Alright, let's put it on. Should actually organize some of my rings as well. And the next area that we're going to, it's very good to have hexes. I mean, pyromancies. Let's put away a few things here. It's pretty sus. Oh, yeah, she is. We were talking about yesterday. We were talking about that cat yesterday. Some people do like Shalquar. After we kill the spider, I always forget to get the ring, but the second dragon ring. Brrr. It's kind of weird that this ring only has one purpose. I find that very strange. Now that we have this hood, we should be good. Try to poison, or I mean curse me now. That's what I thought. Bastard. Run. Last time we couldn't take out this lizard here. Go. You're right about that. I tend not to kill NPCs, but you know what? We could just do that. You're right. Let's just do that. I actually know a decent way of killing him as well. I don't know why I never kill NPC. I've played Dark Souls 2 for like years. I'm pretending like this is my first playthrough and like, oh, I don't want to kill NPCs because of wah wah wah. You want to stay behind him, essentially. That's the trick. But he has very high defense. Oh, you said after the branch. Whoops. I forgot about that. So yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, you're right. I was a bit too quick on the trigger there. You like killing NPCs, huh? So yeah, I would have had to come back here to get a branch. That's the way that would have had to go. Oh, we can get the Lion Warrior armor too. Like Pate, for example. I don't kill Pate because I want the gloves. Let's take off this ring, it's kind of annoying. After you complete his quest. Is Pyromancer favorite class of yours? Someone just asked that. Second favorite. Sorceries, Pyromancies, Hexes, and Miracles. In that order. But I also mentioned a little bit ago, whenever you are good with Pyromancies, you're also very good with Hexes. So it's not a horrible idea to combine the two. We actually need to talk to him to get him to move. Let's see what it is. For the good of the world and for my own honor, I won't let that bastard live another day. Does this reach up to that thing? I don't think so. I think you need a bow or something, yeah. My guy has not been eating his vegetables. Alright, this boss should be a cake in the walk in the park. Bro, I effing hate Shrine of A. It's so... You hate Shrine of Amana? Is that what you're saying? I have a video on it. No, wait. I have a video on it. You could look it up. The way you need to make your way through Shrine of Amana is essentially strategically. No, that was a mistake. I was supposed to do that now. Oh, let's see if we can get on top of her. That's what she said. I know. Haha, what you gonna do? Yeah, I have a video on Shrine of Amana, man. It's hard to explain how to do it, like right now. But essentially, you have to take out the enemies in a certain order so that you don't trigger enemies further away. And yeah, but it's a bit hard if you've never done it, of course. Oh, she's going on the ground. Oh no, I never tried to poison her, but that seems like a thing you can't do. Omar, welcome Omar and Kodiak. QW. She's a scorpion, so I don't think you can. She actually has toxic herself. That's a toxic attack right there. Toxic feminine. I mean, what? Oh, look at her trying to backstab. You don't have the iframes. Actually, I played DS2 vanilla, and when I played Scholar first in Pate enemy, I forget his name. Changed his second place, and I thought my game was broken. Oh, for realsies. For realsies. Omar is just leaving letters. MM and QW. I don't know what that means. Oh, I see. Who is he? I can't even say that name, bro. I'm pretty sure I can't even say that name. Please give me the Mastodon Halberd. So, fire is not very good against this guy. 1, he's wearing armor. 2, he's standing in water. So, for example, here I could use hexes a little bit more efficiently. Oh, give me the Gurm Hammer. This guy's same story. But it was still a 2-bomb. Warrior helmet. Oh. Alright, we can rest. Look at this guy trying to get sand tier spear. Gavlan wheel. Yeah, we should be able to find Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want with Gavlan, you will, you deal. We're gonna wait for this thing here. I'm not using the right hood here. There we go. I like the moveset of that spear. Yeah, the sand tier spear is very good. You go home. Yep. I mean, we can get sand tier spear. You actually just need to put... That's a weapon I waited very, very long to get because I really don't use it. Wait. Kind of trapping myself here. Literally stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say. No, please, get away from me. The Avalon Invader. I think he only invades if you're offline. If that's the one you're talking about. These toxic dogs are very annoying. I like to deal with them like that. Bows or crossbows that are able to one-shot them is also a good strategy. Alright. You better give me the Gurm Hammer. Their shield is actually pretty good. I remember back in the days when Dark Souls 2 was a thing. And everybody was struggling with Smelter Demon. And people were suggesting that you get these guys' shield and use it against the Smelter Demon because he blocks 100%. It's funny that they came to that conclusion, but they didn't come to the conclusion of, hey, maybe you should use Flash Sweat and an armor that has high fire defense. And you should use Poison Mist because you can poison him guaranteed in the beginning of the fight. Poison or Toxic Mist. Yeah, that is a way better way to deal with the Smelter Demon in my opinion. Blocking hits from enemies that will deplete your stamina is not ideal. They are annoying in the royal rate, especially the big ones. Royal rate. You're talking about the crossbow boys? Chunk and bone. This area has a lot of goodies. The rat. Oh yeah, the rat. I could do the rat now because this is not a no death run, so I'm not really afraid of dying. So we might as well do that since we're here. My servant for not disappoint me. Let's go like that. And then let's try this. First we buff. Then we try to get him with one of the fireballs. Actually, I don't have Firestorm. That was one mistake. I should have gotten Firestorm. Alright. We got it. Ran out of stamina, but we got it. Look at the toxic meter. Toxic Ratatouille right here. I think this thing is weak to fire as well. It helps to focus in boss fights. Oh, he's gonna puke. Come on, Flame Swathe, what are you doing? Yep, you're right, he's just like Sif. Again, bro? What are you doing? There we go, big man done. Big man done. If you have a bow that can one-shot the rats, ideally, I think it should be the black bow, whatever it's called, the Hunter's black bow. That one can be pretty good in that fight, because you should be able to kill them all before they get too close to you. And it has, in that room, you have a lot of lock-on range. Flame Swathe is amazing. Such an excellent spell. Just wait until I can parry somebody, Flame Swathe them, and riposte them at the same time. Though the problem with that is that you don't get to buff your weapon when you do though. Wait, did I just fast forward the same? L in the chat. That's an L in the chat. Chaos Storm is better versus big bosses. Okay. You type it out. Souls fans don't really like this game much, but I find it quite fun. Yeah, the people who watch my channel obviously do like it though. But yeah, this is sort of like the least liked game in the series. I think some... Oh, there we go, Great Shield. I think some people are coming around nowadays. Dark Souls 2 got a lot of hate in the beginning because it's not going to do a lot of damage because he's in water, but it doesn't matter. Oh, 600, not bad. Yeah, because people have chilled out a little bit, but I think Dark Souls 2 is the best, in my opinion. Why did you kill Gavlan's brother? Well, I mean, they respawn though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about him. I want to get their Gurm Great Hammer. It's such a fun weapon. It's an anvil on a stick. So there we go. We got Gavlan right here. Should we buy anything from him? Poison. We actually don't have that many poison arrows, but I don't really want to use poison arrows because it feels a little bit cowardly. Can give it. Gavlan can give it. You can get the Gurm Great Axe from him, but you can actually get it from these guys as well. That's the one he's throwing at me. Not that great, that axe, actually. But I do need to farm axes. Oh, speak of the devil. I do need to farm axes if I want to do the axe guide. I'm missing axes and sights, and people have been asking about that stuff. Luckily, there aren't too many axes, and there aren't too many sights either, but I think the sights, some of the sights are pretty either New Game Plus Plus or very late game or something like that. What you gonna give me? Mundane Stone. Alright, here we go. Brightstone Cove, Saldora. Nothing extremely important in this area, but whatever. Oh hell no, I was just farming the falconers here. Oh yeah, but here is not a good place to farm the falconers in my opinion. Because it's very, very chaotic. Someone was asking about that in Sunlight Meadows. I don't remember if it was you, I don't think so, but... Yeah, I would not recommend farming them here in the Royal Campsite. Why Mundane is there is the game never used? Why Mundane is there in this game? Mundane, apparently, what it does is it allows your weapon to scale with the lowest stat of the weapon. So, for example, with the lowest stat of your character. So if you have a character that has 20 in everything, 20 in, 20 faith, 20 health, 20 stamina, just 20 across the board, Mundane could be good. But I think even on characters like that, I mean, why would you have a character like that, first of all? But second, I think that Mundane is very outdated. As a matter of fact, Stand to Your Spear infused with Mundane used to be one of the better things to use. And also the Avalyn crossbow you infused with Mundane. But I think Mundane was nerfed. And now it's like there's no weapon that is better with mundane than without it. Where's the best place for farm sunlight metals? It's called Ruined Fork Road, close to Aldia's Keep. It's the path that you take to Drangleic Castle. I would say there is the best. Raw, for example, raw is better, yeah. And I recommended maybe using a lances against these guys as well. The running attack of a lance one-handed, if you are able to wield it, of course. But the Hate Knight lance you should be able to wield. Because you want to kill these guys in the first combo. Otherwise they become an absolute pain in the noggin. And no matter how many bottles of water you have, it ain't gonna fly. To get the pickaxe, I think you need one of these pigs to follow you all the way down to where the spiders drop from the ceiling. I did a level 1 run for this game, and rapier with infusion with raw was melting bosses. Yeah, but is it good to put it on the rapier though? I don't know if I would agree on that one. I mean, the rapier is gonna do well no matter what you put on it, but I think it's better to leave the rapier uninfused and then buy resins for it. Isn't that what like PvPers do? Not PvPers, speedrunners do. The rapier is very good. Oh, I was farming these guys as well for like their hats and stuff on a soul level 1 run. I remember that because their armor increases adaptability or something. Yeah, you did it too, huh? V important, very important. I probably have enough Titanite to upgrade this thing all the way to +10. I was using red with dark infused with dark weapon spell. That is very good. That is actually very good. One bomb. They don't even react. You can free aim this there. It's pretty cool. It's funny how they don't even react to the fact that his friend just got. The hottest boss in level 1 run is 2 Avas and Burnt Ivory King. I didn't actually even do those bosses. Yeah, I didn't even do those bosses. F that, I'm not doing that in a soul level 1 run. Are you mad? But I don't know, like the two dogs with a rapier, I wouldn't say it's the harder bosses. I mean, it's a hard boss because it's DLC and blah blah blah, but I think there probably are some bosses that are probably more difficult than a soul level 1 run though. The Burnt Ivory King I can agree with to an extent, yeah. Especially the beginning part. Oh, Ivory King was a nightmare. I usually, what I do is I parry those smaller guys, and then it's the one-on-one fight against the Ivory King. But yeah, the problem with the Ivory King is obviously that he will two-shot you because you don't have a lot of health, and you don't have a lot of ADP either, most likely. So I can understand why he's difficult for sure. Because of his grab attack. I hate that attack with a burning passion. Some pun intended. Oh, this is actually very good. Poison Mist in this fight is actually very good. Hey, you dare to parry in soul level 1? Well, the little guys. That is just enough to get that poison off, and then you need to roll. No, not into the water. Damn it, Greg. Now I take significantly more damage, emotional or otherwise. He died from the poison, fantastic. Everything burns. On the hardest boss in the game is coming. Oh, this one? It's actually very good to use Pyromancers against that boss. Or a long weapon. Halberds could work. Running attack, one-handed halberds. Not bad either. Zweihander, not bad. Sweeping attack weapons. Suralon is hard for me. Yeah, Suralon is very difficult. That's another one you have to do the adaptability thing. I find Suralon more difficult than Fume Knight. I always say that. Even though Suralon apparently statistically is a Fume Knight is statistically the most difficult boss in the Souls game, but I think the reason for that is because a lot of people, you can't really block him, and a lot of people in Dark Souls tend to over rely on their shield in this game. This isn't Dark Souls 1, you shouldn't do that. But if you stay close to Fume Knight and roll around him, you should be good. You can't really do that with Suralon because he's... I mean, you can, but he closes the gap between the two of you much, much faster, so... Boom. Give me the white mage robes, please. I'll make Greg. I can't deal with Suralon in NG+. He's too quick and deals a lot of damage. Yeah, I can understand that. Getting your adaptability to 105 would help. I mean, I would say using a shield, but not really. Let's see, we need to do this in a particular order so that we get as much as possible. And not to mention the run back for Suralon is pretty damn annoying. One bomb on a lizard, that's fantastic. Are these guys fighting here? No, that's right, I need to go to the place. You can use bright bugs against them, that helps out quite a bit, but then again, of course, you know, they are a consumable item. Hata! Get down. Alright, I think we'll go the other side first. I believe you can get all the items. If you do it perfectly, you can get all the items here in about 3 tries. Or maybe all except for like this one over here. No, because you can actually jump from there over to that rock there. So that's possible as a matter of fact, but you risk dying. Fume Knight is easy but it's because he has an attack in phase 2 that hits you from behind while his greatsword is swinging quickly. Oh, okay. I think phase 2 is potentially easier on Fume Knight. Depends a little bit, you have to keep your focus though. So level 1 I mean, oh yeah. Yeah, in Soul level 1 he will one-shot you in phase 2. That is a bit of an issue. Okay, so we're about to fight Bowman Guthrie soon here. Whilst, ooh, I forgot to light a torch. That was idiotic. This will keep the spiders away. Actually, Bowman Guthrie hasn't invaded yet. So maybe we just chillax to the max right here. You coming? Take your time. Where's the wizard? He's like stuck on something back there. Yeah, the spiders are not coming because they're afraid of the fire. Now I've triggered Bowman Guthrie. Oh, that's not a one-shot. Get out of here, bro. I forgot to free own effects as well. Damn it, Greg. Whoa, I see you got it in here. Let's stay close. Look at him trying to backstep into me. You idiot. Awa. Alright, let's bait the lizard. Boom. Boof. I must... About her Hey, welcome back, Rusty. I'm lighting all these sconces just so that I have a checkpoint in case I take my torch off or something. Sometimes Forlorn invades and you need to parry him. Or you know, you can't. Flame butterfly animation, always yeah, it's very satisfying. I used to always snap my fingers when I lit a flame butterfly. It's very, very satisfying. Too slow. These guys can drop some good stuff sometimes. Upgrade materials. Hey, flame butterfly. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Let's light this sconce here too. This guy is not a very difficult fight at all. By the way, how many characters do you have in DS2? Right now I only have 3. But I've made many prior. I think I'm just gonna fight Freya even though I don't have everything. Eddie, oh, hey, why you told me about that Drakeblood Greatsword was such a good sword? Why you never told me about that Drakeblood Greatsword was such a good sword? I thought we were friends. What's going on, Ninja? I actually did in my guide video. I ranked in my #1 greatsword, and I think it's like top 10 best weapons in the game. It is very good because it has 140 counter damage, which is almost katana levels of counter damage. And it has a very good moveset, side to side and all that. So yeah, it has a thrust attack that can be combined with the Leo Ring. The Drakeblood Greatsword is absolute OP status. Yeah, exactly. How can I? Why would I not tell you about that? That's silly talk. You've been having some skooma lately, Ninja? Is that it? He's betraying you, exactly. He's drinking that Italian Peroni beer. I was looking for that. The store that I went to today did not have Peroni. I was very disappointed. Or they didn't have with alcohol. They had alcohol-free Peroni, which is a brand of beer that's really good, Italian beer. Our fellow friend Ninja here is Italian. So which is the best DLC? Welcome to the stream, Zaya. Nah, I'm just getting all 19. Oh, I see. Best is haram. No, beer is haram. Yeah, I know, right? Peroni is really good. Yeah, the best DLC. I don't know, man. In some ways, I liked all of them. The first DLC, the Sunken King, that one. Oh, I have charcoal pine resin, so I can buff with that. That one takes the least amount of time. So if you want DLC type of items quickly, you can go through that DLC because it's the shortest. But I think they all have something to offer, all the DLCs, that is really good. Obviously, there's upgradable weapons, there's unique spells in all of them. I think you should do all of them, and you get them for free in Scholar, don't you? If I had to pick one, maybe the Ivory... Nah, not the Ivory. The Old Iron King DLC is probably my favorite. The second one. But I like them all. I think the bosses, of course, the bosses are the best in the Ivory King. Fume Knight and Suralan. I keep saying Ivory King, Old Iron King. The Fire DLC, I'm just gonna say that. The Fire DLC has the best bosses. The Sunken King DLC has the Drakeblood Greatsword. But don't tell Ninja about it, okay? What? Yeah, I missed? What are you talking about? No, don't hit the leg. Damn it, Greg. Please stand still for a second. Oh, your damn legs. Overpowered legs over here. I hate the Snow DLC. In my opinion, DLC one a good level design, but only 2 good bosses. Yeah, Sin is actually pretty good. All the DLCs have only technically 2 good bosses because the third quote-unquote boss of all the DLCs, the challenge area, are all treason. In my opinion, DLC 1 has good bosses, DLC 2 has very good bosses. I hate the Snow DLC. DLC 3, very good level design. Some of you are saying, okay. But the boss is not very good. I know you can hear me, Ninja, I'm just messing with you. I think that, oops. I think the white DLC has good bosses though. You have Ava the Kingsped, which is pretty decent. It's a one-on-one fight. And then you have the Ivory King himself, which is probably one of my favorite boss fights. But the thing is, the challenge area is bad for all the DLCs. There's the Gang Squad in the first one. There is the Blue Smelter in the second one. And then there is, of course, the Frigid Outskirts, which is literally hell on earth. You know when people say when hell freezes over? That's what they mean. A frozen hell is Frigid Outskirts. People didn't even know that. We need to return. We have 100k souls, but we like to play with fire here. Yeah, the DLC's definitely elevated Dark Souls 2. I'm dying right now against the gang squad. Both times I was close to the victory. Yeah, you need to keep moving in that fight. Try to keep moving and moving and moving. Get a hit in and then moving and moving. And like always be moving. And have them both in front of you. Because you'll have the archer shooting you and you'll have the 2 guys coming at you. I like to parry in that fight. You can parry Havel and you can parry the other guy. But of course it's very risky because... yeah, you gotta kite them, exactly. They should give map for the area. Oh, you're talking about the green DLC? For that, the battlefield is good at least. Oh yeah, that's true. Because you have like many ways to like kite them around. Blue Smelter was good in vanilla, but it's Skull First Sin. Horrible because it's almost impossible that you can run past through the second way. Lever gate. Yeah, if you miss the lever gate, you pretty much have to restart. It's extremely difficult to do it without doing the lever gate. If you are a wizard, you can use Yearn. You can't really do that otherwise. But the reason that those DLCs are made to be done with other people is because when I did that co-op, what happened is the host can only pull the lever, right? So you would have the summon stay at the end of the tunnel where the gate opens, and the summon would throw alluring skulls to the middle, like to the middle of the passage. So you pull the lever and you start running, and then your summon throws alluring skulls so that the enemies attack the alluring skulls and you can breeze by on one of the sides. That's a pretty good strategy. You can do that yourself if you have Yearn, but Yearn takes 19 intelligence. But what you do is you cast Yearn, you quickly pull the lever, and then Yearn lasts for like 10 seconds, which gives you enough time to run past the gate. Elana yesterday summoned Velstad 2 or 3 times. I don't know how to deal with Elana plus Velstad. It's quite insane. Yeah, that's another fight where you pretty much have to kite them around, but it is... I got one question for you. Bugs Bunny's not here, but I gotta tell you, the Craftsman's Hammer is pretty good against Velstad. I should kill her with Velstad, kill me. Oh, it was like that, huh? A map for Frigid... Oh, I see. Map for Frigid Outskirts, yep. Yeah, that area is meant to be difficult. I believe some people have designed like a map somehow, somewhere, at some point for Frigid Outskirts, yeah. Like there's some map on the internet or something. Because people probably got really fed up with that area. Let's actually go like this. Velstad is my favorite of all bosses. I like his fight too. I think it's very, very awesome entry for Velstad, and I like his death animation as well. He just like doom. He puts his chime hammer in the ground. I like him too. Oh no, the torch. Oh boy, leave me alone. Oh, that was so close. By the way, how many hours do you have in this game, man? Oh, I don't know. Last I checked, I think I had 300 days in Dark Souls 2 on Xbox. So I probably 300, or was it 236? I don't even remember, dude. I have a lot of hours. And I think I still have like 60% of what I have on GTA. GTA is my most played game ever. Of the base game or even DLCs. Days. Yeah, days, bro. There's so many, I don't even count at the hours anymore that I have on Dark Souls 2. Now we got Great Chaos Fireball, boys. I mean, Great Fireball. What am I saying? Getting ahead of myself here. Great Fireball. Damn, son. Yeah, I didn't I didn't have a life when I was in the military. Dark Souls 2 is kind of a game that you can play offline. So what I would do is the posts that allowed it, I would take my Xbox with me and a PC screen or a monitor, and just go to the post and play video games, do my walk whenever I needed to, and then come back and play Dark Souls. So that 1 year that I was in the military, I played so much Dark Souls, it was insane. Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I agree, man. The Black Knight weapons could be so much better in this game. The problem with the Black Knight weapons in this game is that they have way too high stats to use. Yeah, way too high stats to use. And the halberds have a sweet spot that is too strict, so it's not really going to compete with other things. The Black Knight Greatsword is too heavy, so it consumes way too much stamina, even though it's one of the better reach on the weapons, but it's too heavy. That's the thing, the Black Knight weapons are good, but they have too much, the negative stats are too big, like the stats to use, the weight of them, the sweet spot of the halberd, and the Ultra Greatsword is just not good at all. This thing is just not good compared to other greatswords in its class. When you compare this thing to, you know, it's shorter than the Greatsword, it does fire damage, which is not that great. Yeah, it's just not enough. It's not enough there. It's heavy. Maybe if this thing weighed 14 units, it would make it a little bit better at least. I feel sad for Black this whole game. Still cute though. This thing is cute. Looks like a cartoon weapon. We actually should put away a few things here. We need to make our way to... No, we need to free Ornifex. That's what we should do. Yup. No, but oh, just about. Oh, the one guy dropped something. Onifex is a girl, right? Yeah. She's a Peggy 18 girl. I hope you guys are all 18 here. Those enemies, we never fought them, Ninja, did we? This is an enemy in Dark Souls 1. We never ended up fighting them, if I remember correctly. 21. Top the cap. Bengal's armor is actually pretty good too. I'm just thinking if I'm missing something. Now we can speak to her, get the Marakuma if we want to. We don't really need that. There is that bonfire. Oh yeah, the engraved gauntlets, but we need to do that first. Let's go level up. I'm serious. Yeah, no, I believe you. I don't believe Ninja though. He's saying he's 18. Yeah, I was telling Ninja to stop capping. I didn't mean you. What is that blue face? The balloon blue face that you're always using as an emoji? What? Why? Because you told me when you were born, bro. And you always you always say, "Oh, I'm 18," and then you like make a smiley face or something. Man, what do we need here? More attunement? More cast speed? I just turned 19. Okay, if you say so. I thought you were born in 1985, like you said. I don't know, I just like the emoji. Harvest Valley. Dude, Iron Keep is coming up. We are so screwed in that area. Maybe we should buy the dark weapon. Let's see if we have it first. We do not. I don't remember who sells that. It's either Straight or Falcon. We'll go to Falcon first. I think 12 years ago or something like that. Craftsman's Hammer. I don't have 20 strength, so I can't one-hand it. This axe should be pretty... Oh yeah, upgrade the axe. That's another thing. So here we go, dark weapon. This spell can be pretty decent. Resonant Flesh. Yeah, I know you can two-hand it, but I don't have the craftsman's... Dude, look at the fashion. Excuse me? Dude, this is my stream, okay? Don't come in here embarrassing me with your goddamn wicked-looking fashion souls. What is wrong with that guy? But the craftsman's hammer is not upgraded. This thing is, so we'll just keep the axe. Imagine if you could do what Thor did in the Avengers Infinity War movie and merge the craftsman's hammer with the bandit axe. Ooh, and then you would have Stormbreaker. Now that would be something. There we go, fully upgraded. If you make it back. There we go, now that is upgraded. Let's go to the keep. No, not the Iron Keep yet. Harvest Valley. 148. Craftsman... No. Craftsman's Hammer. The Blacksmith Hammer is very bad. The weapon you get from Lenigrast after you spend souls on him, do not get that one. That one is horrible. It's one of the worst hammers in the game, in my not so humble opinion. Let's see, we don't really need this. We have so much uses, bro. So much uses. This is not this. Oh, we could use some of this. Oh yeah, and the Great Fire Chaos Ball thing. I'm a bit OCD as to how I do these things. Oh, a flame weapon. Yeah, it does. The problem with that weapon is that it doesn't have any counter damage because it has 40 poise breaks. So it has more poise breaks than halberds. It's very good for that, but it's not enough. Oh boy, we are a bit screwed here. Can I kill you with this? Damn straight. Dude, this is such a great... Did the mannequin fall off? These mannequins are pretty damn dangerous if you don't have armor on you. This is actually a good area to put on armor, as a matter of fact. Maybe we should. What is my carry weight? 33. We'll put on some good weight to defense ratio armor. Or I mean poise. There we go. Put on Havels. I don't actually have Havels yet, but yeah, we could do that technically. You coming? That's not enough to... Are you? What? We should switch the hand here. No, come on. Attack! Okay, this... Jesus. I would recommend you get Vengal's armor so you can get Chaos Storm in Iron Keep. Oh, you're talking about because Vengal's armor has good fire defense? I already have an armor that has better fire defense than Vengal's though. But Vengal's armor is one of the ones I would suggest. It's one of the better defense to weight ratio and poise armors in the game. It's very, very good. The Alan armor is also very, very good. Did I get both? No, he's gonna close the gate. Come at me, bro. Ooh, you see the poise saving me there? Hahaha. Yeah, you don't want to close the gate. I don't like it, it looks bad. The Alonite armor, yeah, I kind of agree. I think the whole set together looks relative. I mean, no, because your legs are too skinny. You have, looks like you have skinny jeans on. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But poise-wise, it's one of the best armors in the game. So if you're just strictly speaking about poise, and I think that for PvE, poise is more important than defense by far. Shush. You idiot. Ladle, any weapon. I don't mean the Vengal armor. I mean the Vengal armor. Oh, you only like the head. Yeah, it's a bit ugly. I kind of agree. Why? The Drangleic armor is a close representation of Vengal. So if you like that one better, it's not too horrible. They both upgrade with Twinkling Titanite, but upgrading armors is not a great idea either though. Go on ahead, I won't offer you to you twice. You didn't offer it to me once, you bastard. Nothing beats Havel. Technically, if you're talking about poise to weight ratio, then yeah, many armors beat Havel. But Havel is the heaviest and the best poised wise armor. The Old Knight armor actually is very, very comparable to Havel's armor. I think the Old Knight armor has 50 poise, and so does Havel's. But Havel's weighs what? 29 units, and the Old Knight armor weighs 16. The best armor in my opinion is the one you get after talking to the ghost boy after killing the giant lord. Oh, the Llewellyn armor. That one's pretty good, yeah. That one is also very good defense to weight ratio. It's actually very good defense to weight ratio. And it looks amazing as well. Looks hot, bruh. Damn straight, this is very hot looking. I think that thing while it's spinning... Oh, I forgot to light the thing. That thing while it's spinning can kill you if I'm not mistaken. The thing up there. These ladies are strong to fire, so I'm not gonna do a lot of damage to them. I never saw it spinning. Yeah, because you probably lit the windmill thing. The one right next to the bonfire. I forgot to do that. Yeah, cause I'm lazy to go back. I'll have to go back. It's what, like allows you to do the thing with the boss. If I drop down, I get lightning spears. Should I do that? Maybe I should do that. That little bastard Pete. Yeah, he's a little bastard. Look at him. With his bastard face. This is a little hidden thing. That Llewellyn armor actually looks like Jon Snow's armor a little bit. It's pretty cool. Jon Snow. And so does the Varangian armor. Well, that one looks like the Stark armor. What? I didn't know about it. Oh, you didn't know about that? Well, right where Pate is, the door where Pate is, you have to drop down a little ledge. Not all the way down. You can see it from here, maybe. Where the bloodstains are? No, not quite. Right there. So up there is Pate, the door with Pate, and then right below. Oh, sunlight, bro. I mean, sun, bro. No, I didn't mean to rest. Helvete. Now the enemies are gonna come back for fun. I also like Squall Leonhardt. I don't know who that is. I'm very tempted to summon this guy. This could give me... No. I'm not in the Sunlight Covenant. So it's not gonna give me a medal. The reason this is bad is because now I think, yeah, mannequins come up behind me. All of them. Alright. Poisoned, let's go down. This is my cop out. Look at the dagger in my head. Anyone else? Good. Man, Jester Thomas is OP. Jester Thomas is very good. Farm set is also good fashion-wise. Faram set, yeah. Faram! I know, right? The Faram set is very good. The Llewellyn armor body looks like the one of Squall, Final Fantasy VIII. Oh. The Faram armor is very... It actually, if you look at that armor closely, it has so many different colors on it. It's ridiculous. It has like fur, it's blue, it has metal, it has brown. So many different colors. No, I never played Final Fantasy. Someone did ask me about that. I have not. Oops, I forgot about these mannequins. Damn it, Craig. We are so screwed now. You see how it's slowly stopping? The windmill. There we go. Now it's done. These guys are gonna attack me here. I've only played Dynasty Warriors Ninja, okay? That's what I've played. But little do these guys know, I know this mace like the back of my hand. So I can just kite them and juke them around. Let's see if we can. Yeah, that's the thing about Flameswathe, man. You can use it in a way because the enemies don't react immediately. It's pretty good. Learned like 5 new things in this stream. Well, that's fantastic. That is very good. That's why we're here. Oh, that's not a one bomb? Fine. Oh, you're close. Bro, whenever you go to the later NG pluses and you just have a ton of fireballs, I think Fireball, or Great Fireball, the one I'm using, I might just call it Fireball from time to time, but I think this is probably the best spell in the game. You have a bunch of attunement. Let's say your attunement is 50, you have this hood on, you have 3 copies of this thing. It is so goddamn strong, Fireball, or Great Fireball. I love it. You forgot the secret bonfire. I'll get it. I just wanted to take out these losers down here. These guys are losers, alright? Let's try and stand in the middle. We still got Poisoned. Oh, and the Mimic's out. But he's not gonna last very long. I gotta enjoy my Pyromancers before I get to the next area. And this is a healing pool right here. The wiki page says Great Fireball is the best too. Oh, really? Yeah, because it has a good use to damage ratio, essentially. It does a lot of damage and you get a decent amount of them. Also, oh, Iron King helmet too. Yeah, that's right. That's one of my favorite, well, that's my favorite crown. That one's really, really good. Especially in the DLC. You guys were talking about that before. Because the DLC sometimes, man, the DLCs, it's a shame that I didn't play this game when it was like earlier, because what you can do in the DLCs with that crown is, if you are like sort of the healer, you can put on a healing miracle that heals both of you. And in the DLCs, especially the green DLC and the red DLC, the DLC 1 and 2, you can stay together for a long time without the other person becoming unsummoned. And then at the end, you fight all the bosses. That's one of my favorite things about the DLC. So that crown can help you make your way through all of that. Should we rest? We probably don't need to rest. However, you can't do that in the Ice DLC because you need to kill Av the King's Pet, which means the boss is quote-unquote dead, so you can't summon with the large stone. And those balls are just that good, right? Oh, dude, we can do the trick with Fire Whip against this boss. Okay, we'll rest. Just for the bragging rights. This place brings me pain. I need to get an iron hook. Yep, someone did suggest that when I was playing this game. Getting the iron hook for that. Kill the mimic, died because of poison. Oh boy. We can just get rid of all this stuff except for the Great Fireball. And then try to use Fire Whip against her. Don't you scream at me. No, she moved. Doesn't this stagger her anymore? Or am I wrong about that? Like 100% of the time, basically. It looks like it does. Oh, this is so cheating. Bro. Yeah, I'm pretty much Jester Thomas. That was amazing. Just let Jester solo her. You didn't know about that, Ninja? Now you learned that too yourself. Fire Whip is very good against that boss. Alright. We are in an area that is not... Why did you forget me? I didn't want Thomas. He gives me less souls. Also, he invades me in the DLC, so he's a bastard. We may have to switch a little bit to dark here. Probably don't need this ring. We'll switch it out for the Ring of Blades. No, you bastard! That was ridiculous. Best area in the game. Iron Keep is one of my favorite areas as well. Now I have to wait for the damn elevator again. I mistimed the jump. That's Iron Keep. Yeah, I have a video on how to do the Iron Keep as well. That's another area kind of like Shrine of Amana where you have to do it tactically. For me, it is because of the Fight Club. Oh yeah, that's right. On the bridge, the Iron Keep bridge is pretty much to this day one of the most popular PvP areas in the world. I'm kidding now. Yeah, L's in the chat. Rule number 1: don't jump at the bonfire. What kind of silly rules are those? I make my own rules. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again. Alright, guy. Yeah, have a good day or night, Dank. See ya. Well, I have to fight the little invaders here as well. Okay, so I guess we'll just use the weapon. We don't really need this. We'll use dark weapon or something like that. We'll probably need we don't need any of this. Could use this. Could technically use heavy soul arrow for aggroing. We could use this. Could use this. And there we go. We're somewhat a pyromancer now. Hey, look at this guy. Oh my god. This guy is so heavy. Hello, Cheeky Beaky. You came at a good time. You probably need a better shield than this as well. Let's do that. Although we need this one for parry though. We don't actually have one. F it then. I hope you won't do the Iron King DLC or anything with this build. Yeah, that's actually true. The DLCs are horrible with magic. I don't know what I will do. Maybe just backstab a lot, because you can backstab a lot in the DLC, so you could just do that. Melee with a dark infused weapon, but I think it's better to just not use any infusions at all. Maybe just use a fire-based weapon in the fire DLC? Surely that's not a good idea in that one though. Perfect. Well, yeah, depending on the stats of the weapon. We could use the Black Knight weapons, bro. Just use a katana. I'm mackereled, of course. Here we got the Jester hat. And what else do we need? We could go for some coins. That's about it. I just infused the Crypt Blacksword to +5. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think we were talking about that weapon yesterday. That is a great weapon. This is the best armor for fire defense. What does the most defense against? That one does 27. 50. Oh yeah, 56. The Hexer stuff is very good against fire too. And then we soak ourselves in water. And then this should be pretty easy peasy, right? The damage barely even shows up. We need to kill this guy quickly before the other guy behind him comes and mucks our day up early. Alright, here we go with complicated stuff, kind of. Use the bridge. Rolling to the wall. Yeah, I know, that's what a lot of people do. They just rush a lot. So right now I'm just taking cover from the archer, so these guys... Usually I would block with a shield, but I don't have a good shield, so I'm gonna attempt to roll. But you would just stand here, wait for them to attack, because they only attack in combos of 1. And then you attack them back. Ideally with a weapon that 1 or 2 shots them. Oh, and you can use poison mist against the guys on the bridge. If it reaches though. I don't know if I reached it. He moved back a little bit. He shouldn't have done that. Or, you know, it doesn't usually do that, I should say. Isn't this like a level in Mario Brothers or something? That do 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 do. When you go into the castle, do 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 do. Man, look at this thing. Staggering a flipping Alon Knight captain. That's crazy talk. Lol, yeah, I know. Oh, just about time. And no, he did not get poisoned. This guy's special. I don't want to step on the bridge because the guy in the back, of course. Let's do that. Let's try again. That should do him in. If you just walk straight, he should be missing with the arrows. Take him off the bridge. Let's just block. Boom. Sklabam. Dude, it's almost a one-shot, this weapon. Yeah, my damage is... Oh, there's a Sombra right there. My damage is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's use some of these bombs we found in Harvest Valley. Try to get a headshot on him. Yeah, it's good. Toxic Mist is very good. So that guy aggroed. We'll fight him over here. Let's turn off the fire. In case we need an escape. Look, it's almost a one-shot with this thing. I think if I two-handed it would be. There we go, now we lower the bridge. See, if you do things in a specific order, it doesn't become very difficult. But when you start running like a maniac all over the place, and it's not good. Now when you make your way halfway across the bridge, two other guys will come at you. Which is kind of difficult because you're kind of forced to fighting them at the same time. So you know, you might take damage here. Oh, one fell off. They are so silly sometimes. You gotta love it. Let's backstab this guy. Yo! Rah. Not a lot of drops from these guys though. Here we go, we got the Zweihander here soon. I love that weapon, it looks so good. The moveset is probably the best moveset out of the Alter Greatswords. It only weighs 12 units. For a Greatsword, that's pretty decent. We can use a Ferrous Lockstone here, I think we have plenty. This actually heals us as well. Back to the Hexer armor. Actually this one, because of the fire defense. We're not gonna be taking any damage against this big boy coming up. Should we summon the Sombro? No, it's not a Sombro. No, I didn't meant to pick up the item. Oh, that's just gonna make the boss more difficult now. I don't struggle with this boss, so I don't see it as a violation of my challenge, okay? Don't want to hear it. And now, it is a Sombro, but with a small sign. No, what am I doing? Look at him, he's so happy to be here. With a rapier. This guy, man. Cheater, yeah, no, cheater, caviar eater. Just tell me. So first we toxic his behind, and now we poison his behind. Good luck, buddy. There's no point in hitting him now. But he does have more health because I have a summon. No, I forgot about the explosion. Oh, it didn't do any damage. Look at that, guys. You see that? It didn't even do any damage because I have so much fire resistance. He's also dark infused. Yeah, do that attack. All day, baby. Now it did damage. What? I don't know. I don't understand this game. Bro. This is so overpowered. Wow, that AoE is obviously fire damage. I thought it was something else. I did too, but the second time it did damage though, so I don't understand. You know, it would make sense that it is fire damage because he's a fire boss, but I thought it was emotional damage. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I thought that's definitely emotional damage. Let's rest and kill the pursuer for the Ring of Blades +1. Him, I'm also going to poison, toxic, all that fun stuff. That's exactly what I was thinking. Alright, let's hurry up. He takes 2 mists though, so that's a bit of a pain. And as far as getting the poison on him, he probably takes 2 there as well. But you can see this stacking up crazy, crazy, crazy. I think he got both now. Look, this is gonna give us an insight into his health bar. 36. Well, actually no, because I've done damage. Yeah, but his health bar is exactly that. 4,000 health on this guy. What is happening, dude? This guy's about 5,000 health then. 5,500 maybe. I wonder if that's more than the Smelter Demon. I don't think so though. Smelter Demon is one of the most armored and highest HP bosses, I believe, in the base game. Alright. I think... what was it? 217. We're not gonna make this too long. I don't want to burn myself out. We're gonna leave it here. No! See, that's what I was afraid of. How the hell was that a miss? Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, everybody. Yeah, I'll today's Thursday. I'll stream some more tomorrow as well. On Friday. Now I'm gonna play some games while I watch streams. I'm gonna do what you guys probably are doing. Let's take off this, this, and this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you join tomorrow. We had a swell time. Oli Volley. What? What are you talking about, man? Alright. Don't mind me. Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow or see you later. Yeah, I am. Bye bye. Ninja Binja. You too.